What's up, y'all? This is Coach Lonnie. Lonnie's Flatline Boxing, man. Y'all know what it is. We the best in the business, man. So listen, this conversation, or this topic rather, is about how they rank you best pound for pound. I don't like it. I disagree with it. And when I found out about it back in 1999, that's when I looked into it, watching some Roy Jones Jr. And in my mind, I discovered that Roy Jones was a natural born bum. And I was wondering how in the hell someone who was horrible as him got best pound for pound. And so I started looking into how they ranked you best pound for pound. Okay, so you don't get best pound for pound based on your level of competition. That's not how it works, which is how it should be. Okay? You get if you got a couple belts, let's say you get a couple belts, you get a couple major titles, WBO, WBA, WBC. You get some major titles, right? And the people you fight, once you get those titles, regardless of their ability to box, regardless if they were Class C or Class A fighters, as long as you dominate, as long as you win in a dominant fashion and you don't lose and you continue to dominate, you will eventually get best pound for pound. I mean, that's just what it is. For example, I feel like Bernard Hopkins should have gotten best pound for pound over Roy Jones. But he didn't get best pound for pound because Bernard Hopkins wasn't dominating. He was winning. But he wasn't dominating because he was fighting those people that people didn't want to fight. The Antoine Echols, the Trinidad, the young Trinidads, the Jermaine Taylors. And when Jermaine Taylor was hungry, he was fighting those fights that people were afraid to fight. Where Roy Jones, he handpicked his fights and they were catered to his style. And so he was flashy, he was fast, hit hard, and he dominated that low level of competition. Blew through him, dominant fashion. So he got best pound for pound. No different than y'all talking about Tank Davis. Y'all complain about the competition that Tank Davis has been fighting. Tank Davis was knocking dudes out in a dominant fashion. So, and he had a major belt. So, he got best pound for pound. Deontay Wilder. But Deontay Wilder actually fought some people. Ortiz, Tyson Fury, those guys were some good fighters. So, we can't say that because he actually fought some good competition. He just had that knockout, that yo-yo, So you don't get best pound for pound based on a level. Look at Endo, this Endo dude. Like, who has he fought? Like some name fighters, like some real good elite fighters. Who has he fought? Nobody, and they're giving him best pound for pound. He's on the best pound for pound rankings. I think he's like number 2 or number 3. You see what I'm saying? So you don't get that based on the level of competition you fight. You get it based on how you win. If you get a couple belts, you get best pound for pound based on how you win your fights in a dominant fashion, and you continue to win in a dominant fashion regardless of the competition and how good of the opponent is. As long as you win in dominant fashion, you will eventually be best pound for pound. I think the best pound for pound rankings on how they do it is completely bull crap. I think it should be based on the level of competition you fight, and then you can say, all right, in a dominant fashion or whatever. But I think it should be first on the level of competition you fight, and that's just how I feel about it. I feel like the best pound for pound ranking is bull crap. And yeah, that's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, comments, tell me what you think. Lonnie's Flatline Boxing, man. Y'all follow me on Facebook on the Lonnie's Flatline Boxing, Instagram, Lonnie's Flatline Boxing, TikTok, Lonnie Hill 50. Yeah, and right here on YouTube, Lonnie's Flatline Boxing, rounds 1 through 12. So, all right, man. See y'all in a minute.